This week on the Rutgers Basketball Story, we go behind the scenes.
Oh, I just had a video shoot. I got to get a couple of my poses on and stuff.
And travel with the Scarlet Knights in Big Ten country.
And it's really comfortable. I really love it.
And we take a look back at 3 spirited games against Maryland, Minnesota, and Michigan.
Good.
We have 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
To show them.
To show them what we represent.
What we sacrifice.
There you go.
How hard we work.
40 minutes.
To show them how big.
And how great we can be.
40 minutes.
To make every possession.
Miles going right to the lane. He puts it up and in.
Every play.
Every cheer.
That was all desired.
Every shot.
The 3, it's gone.
Make them count.
40 minutes.
Make them count.
Because it's 40 minutes.
We will never
Have a quick game.
Fire, big hole. Let me get all the way in the white.
Really fun. I like it. I wish I could do it again.
Yeah, it was a bunch of fun. Oh, I just had a video shoot. I got to get a couple of my poses on and stuff. Got my superstar fame for my little 15 minutes of fame,
Trying to look bad for the camera.
I know every game face.
Coach is a great guy. I mean, he obviously his resume speaks for himself.
It's crazy because, I always heard, he coached Kobe, Allen Iverson, all these NBA greats.
But it's really exciting because Coach Jordan is like an NBA coach, and I'm proud to play with him.
Yeah, it's been a very good experience so far. He's a great person, as everybody knows. I heard a lot about him before I came here, and everything's been improved, right?
He's a great leader, and he leads us in the right direction to win a lot of basketball games this year.
It's amazing because, he's a down-to-earth guy, and he played my position when he was here, and so, I have a lot to learn.
Love playing for Coach Jordan. Great man, even greater coach. NBA system, and he just lets us kind of get comfortable with each other and play basketball. I like his philosophy. It's very the way he tried to make us to play like his Spurs. It's about team.
1, 2, 3. Team. On the baseline. Get your
And it's like when he tells me something, it's like I take it 100% and believe in it. I put it into my game, and he's always right whenever he says to me.
He's just preparing us great on the floor, just telling us what we need to do, how much of a better league it is. And
Understanding that this is not a one-man game. We're not going to get our goals accomplished if we don't do it as a team.
Very, very hard Rutgers playing team. I think that's the first thing and personally for me, the most important thing.
I'm just really excited to play in the Big Ten and prove people that we can do something.
And I'm just going to have fun and play hard as I could for Coach Eddie Jordan.
Rutgers back on the road in the Big Ten, this time to face Maryland.
Just down the road from our nation's capital in College Park, Maryland tonight at the Xfinity Center. Rutgers at 11th ranked Maryland getting ready to go.
Coming off their historic upset against Wisconsin, the Scarlet Knights face the Terrapins, their second straight nationally ranked opponent. Rutgers was not intimidated and roared out of the gate in enemy territory.
And getting blocked by Daniels. Back comes Rutgers. Miles Mack, their leading scorer, with a bucket and a foul. Bishop Daniels, confident take, high off the glass for his first two.
Daniels is a guy who can score, but he's going to score without making outside jump shots. He really likes to play in transition. He drives the ball very well to the basket.
Mack added to their stunning start from downtown.
Mack buries a three, and Rutgers off to a good start. One game after pulling the biggest upset in their program's history.
But in the blink of an eye, Maryland jumped in front.
Goes to work on Pack. Finds Dorson, who's able to finish through contact. And this freshman is emerging for Rutgers.
Rutgers showed some depth against the Terps, getting contributions from a multitude of players, everyone from freshmen to seniors, and they worked hard on both ends of the floor. The Scarlet Knights continued to hang tough against a tough Maryland squad in the first half. Hitting 5 for 8 from three-point land helped their cause.
Here's Williams. That's the reputation that bought him a scholarship to Rutgers, one of the top shooters in New York City last year.
Mike Williams put on a shooting clinic and gave fans something to be excited about for years to come.
There's Williams again. Wow.
8 of the first 20 for Rutgers. Already more than his season average. Williams into double figures for the freshman. Miles Mack dribbles into traffic. Trimble got his hand on it. Here's Jack. His first points of the night come on a slam.
That's what Kadeem Jack does best. Take the ball and attack the basket.
On the push for Maryland. It's Nickens for another three. Daniels tries one. Both teams getting hot from outside. And now it's Pack out of the corner. They continue to trade punches. He'll pull. My goodness!
Mack continued to make shots from area code range, but Eddie Jordan and his Knights still went to the half down by 7 in a hostile environment. But the game was far from over.
Mack knocks down a long three, and 14 for him to lead all scores.
There's Jack, another guy who can get hot.
Out of the locker room, Rutgers exploded, first tying the game, then taking the lead, thanks to Kadeem Jack, Bishop Daniels, and Greg Lewis.
E2 finding Lewis, who's got a chance for a three-point play, and it's all Rutgers since the break, scoring the first 11.
I thought we did a great job in the second half coming out after being down. We had a nice little surge. Sort of Miles taking over and making shots. You got to make shots.
And connect! Rutgers out of its mind in the second half. Kadeem Jack has hit all 3 of his shots, and he's got 6. Rutgers back up 4.
We have the confidence to play with the best teams in the league, best teams in the country, and we've got to keep proving it.
Candidate. Graham fights for the board and gets blocked by Lewis. Jack got loose and stuffed it down.
I'm really impressed with the way Rutgers has pushed the ball up in transition.
Jack did his best to keep Rutgers in front.
Williams around the Lewis screen. Knocks down the long jumper. Playing one of the best games of his short Rutgers career.
Mack scored a game-high 19 points.
And then there's Mack to save him.
Nothing is a given in the rugged Big Ten, and in the end, powerful Maryland prevailed. Rutgers learned some lessons about finishing on the road, while Maryland learned that the Scarlet Knights are a tough, competitive bunch.
Trimble went baseline. Extra pass, Nickens. His 4-3.
We defend well enough. We didn't rebound tonight, but for the most part, we need to score a little bit more, and Miles got it going tonight. He found guys slipping to the basket. We just didn't make free throws. We didn't make layups when we had to.
The traveling experience at Rutgers is unbelievable. I myself am extremely spoiled. I know that. To be able to get on the bus after practice to head to the airport, have a meal waiting for you on the bus, drive right to the airport. We're going through a different entrance. We pull up right to the plane. 5 minutes after we get on the plane to ourselves, we're up in the air. And it's absolutely awesome.
Charter flight to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the way we get treated. It just feels like everything is just prepared for us, like there's no hesitation. We don't have to wait for anything. Everything is just done and it's there. And it's really, really comfortable. I really love it.
You know, it's great for our school that our student athletes can travel first class. Obviously, you know, they're students first, and the use of a charter plane helps us get back in time for our student athletes to get to class the next morning.
We out here in Nebraska, man. I thought it was gonna be colder than what it was, but I think it's because I got like four layers on, but.
You about to go to the meal room now, get some food. My favorite part.
My favorite part of traveling? Almost eating every time we can. I mean, I love eating, so it's like the food. I mean, we don't get the steaks and mashed potatoes every day, so it's kind of like the eating part of it is what helps me out.
The road trip games are probably more busier than home games because we have academics before the game. We might have a study hub before a shoot around. Then it's straight to pre-game meal. Then you have your warm up right before the game. So you're always on the go.
Road trip. My road dog is Steve.
My side's nice and neat. His is
he's like
thrown out everywhere.
Steve has OCD. That's not like.
I'll say I have it a
let's
little
not
bit.
sugarcoat anything. Steve has OCD. His toothbrush, no. His contacts in the Rice Krispie. Look
It's
at the Rice
perfect. It has
Why
to
is the
be.
Rice Krispie there?
I brought that from home. That was gonna be a snack before practice, but I
Like he neatly placed the Rice Krispie next to his toothbrush, like, and the contacts. Like that's what I'm talking about.
It's all everything's got a place, man. We got some different styles. Yeah, I mean it's always funny.
So it's fun. I love road trips because I get to spend some time with Steve and stuff.
We as a staff and the players, I don't think we realize how good we have it.
Rutgers journeyed to the Midwest for their second consecutive road test. Their opponent, Richard Pitino's Golden Gophers of Minnesota.
Here's Miles Mack, deep two from up top, knocks it down. As again, Rutgers goes inside, two more for Kadeem Jack. Mack feeds, and off the glass and in.
Minnesota took command early, but Rutgers stormed back as their offense began to sizzle.
And now Kadeem Jack looking to fly. Here comes Miles Mack. He'll pull up, love that transition three, and that's why. He's in rhythm.
The Rutgers guards caught the fever.
Tough shot from Williams.
Burying shots from all over.
Bishop Daniels open look for two, and Rutgers within a single possession. As Miles Mack hits the three, and Rutgers makes it a 2-point game.
The Scarlet Knights won the battle on the boards. It was a key factor in their stunning 17-4 run.
Mack crosses over Hollins, fade, can't hit, check the offensive putback, and we're tied.
Big time rebound by Kadeem Jack.
As Mack buries the three. Hollins off an Elias screen, partially blocked.
For the third time this year, junior Itu grabbed double-figure rebounds, some of which he turned into points.
Miles Mack and the Scarlet Knights playing with emotion.
The Scarlet Knights played hard. They played with fire. Around the conference, they're building a reputation for both.
As Rutgers goes inside to Itu. Mike Williams beats the pressure and lays it in, but his finger roll has Rutgers within 6.
Miles Mack scored from every angle en route to a season-high 26 points.
Miles Mack knocks down the 3. He's got 22. That's his 4th 3 this afternoon. Jack in the paint. Tough shot. Got it to go.
Down but not out, the Scarlet Knights continued to play scrappy basketball.
And Daniels the rebound. He'll push it. Here's Kadeem Jack. Contact, good, and a foul. Daniels left it short. The putback is good for Lewis.
I see what all the fuss is about.
Bishop Daniels. Matthews pass deflected. It comes back to Kadeem Jack, but there's Daniels to clean it up.
Rutgers turned the ball over a number of times in the game. That's something to work on. The positive, the high-octane offense, which produced a season-high 80 points.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Piscataway, New Jersey at the Rutgers Athletic Center. Michigan comes to town, having won 3 of its last 4. Shot clock winding down. Daniels recognizes, gets rid of it, and knocks it down.
Rutgers hosting the Wolverines in front of an enthusiastic home crowd. It was the Mack and Jack attack for RU.
That's the guy we're talking about, Kadeem Jack. He is so effective in that area around the lane. That time a very nice turnaround jump shot.
We will likely get 2 more here with Abdur Rahman hustling back to make it a difficult finish for Jack, who's got back-to-back buckets.
For Coach Eddie Jordan, it was Kadeem Jack on the inside and Miles Mack on the outside.
There you go. Open Mack. Catch and shoot. Got it.
That's the correct play right there. The defense collapses.
Michigan continued to answer in a seesaw first half.
Back into Jack with a turnaround.
He's really good from that spot with that shot.
Mack steps in front of the pass, and Miles Mack swoops inside the finish and tie the game at 22.
After a defensively charged first half, Rutgers trailed by 2. But on the first possession of the second half, a Jack 3 put the Scarlet Knights back on top.
How about Kadeem Jack? We showed you the versatility in the first half. He adds to it. Class back in session this week.
I'm pushing. Here's Bishop Daniels. That's what he likes to do, is push.
Nobody stopped the ball, and he snapped an 8-0 Michigan run.
That's what I'm talking about, Joe. It's an improvement over the last 3 games to this guy, Bishop Daniels.
Here's Daniels going by Irvin. Foreman the offensive board, and he cleans it up.
Freshman forward DJ Foreman showed some great hustle and was clever around the basket, a sure sign of a bright basketball future.
Gets blocked by Daniels. Rutgers with a chance for the lead. And Bishop Daniels with a step back for the Rutgers lead. Now it's Kone with a nice up fake. First points of the game extends the Rutgers lead to 3. Students starting to get into it as Rutgers has gone on a run. Back against Auburn. Puts it on the floor. Gets inside. Leads it for the Foreman slam.
Rutgers was unable to secure their 6-point lead. And so in a game which featured 6 ties and 12 lead changes, it was Michigan's late-game shooting which proved to be the difference.